When I was teaching college photography in Ohio, my office was right next door to the office of one of the other instructors. And every morning he would come in, and the first thing he would do is play the song, "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong. And after several times of hearing that song and him starting his day like that, I finally said, "Hey Randy, tell me the story behind why you play that song every morning, first thing." And he told me that when he survived cancer, he realized how precious life was and how grateful he was to have another day. And I always thought, what a beautiful story. Now, I was so moved by Randy's story that I thought, I should do something like that myself. What a wonderful way to start your day. And I remember a story that a wedding DJ had told me years and years ago about the song by Van Morrison, "Have I Told You Lately?" He told me that song was written specifically to the Lord. He was telling the Lord, "Have I told you lately that I love you?" And I thought that's a perfect song to implement in my own life to start my day. Now, as good of an idea as it was, for whatever reason, I just never started the practice of playing that song. But earlier this year, I took a job where I commute an hour each way to work. And a couple of weeks into the job and doing the commute, it hit me, this is the perfect time to start your day listening to that song. And I had an older car that had a CD player in it, and I happened to have the CD, Van Morrison's Greatest Hits, and track number 5 is "Have I Told You Lately?" So every morning on that drive, I would play song number 5. And for 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I would listen to "Have I Told You Lately?" and start my day with that song.
You lately that I love you. Have I told you there's no one above?
And it was everything that I thought it could be. It was just a special 4 minutes and 20 seconds spending with the Lord. As soon as the music would start, I would say, "Good morning, Lord," pray a few things that were on my heart. And it was just a special time as I was driving to work. Usually the sun was just coming up and the scenery was beautiful, and it was just a special way to start each day. It wasn't long, however, that I realized that old car just wasn't going to be able to make this hour commute much longer. It had a lot of miles on it and it needed to be replaced. So I bought a new car, and as fantastic as this new car is, the one problem was it doesn't have a CD player to play the song. So the first week that I was driving this car and not able to play the song every morning, I stopped to get gas on my way to work. And as I pulled into the gas station, I looked up and I saw a rainbow. Now, rainbows are awesome and they usually catch my attention regardless, but there was something unique about this particular rainbow. You see, it was in the morning. And where I live, normally you don't see rainbows in the morning, you see them in the afternoon. The other thing that made this rainbow kind of odd to me was that it hadn't rained. Typically, you see rainbows after it rains, and usually in the afternoon. So this was in the morning, and it had not rained yet. Didn't even really seem like it was gonna rain. So I stood there in the gas station, and I looked at this rainbow, kind of in awe, thinking it's super odd. And as I sat there and looked at this rainbow, I heard the Lord say to me, "Have I told you lately that I love you?" As I finished getting gas and got back out on the highway, that rainbow only got more spectacular for the next few minutes. And what an amazing moment it was. But I quickly realized it wasn't just about God saying that He loved me. I knew that. But it was about God saying He valued that 4 minutes and 20 seconds each morning.
At the end of the day, we will give thanks and pray to the one